Welcome to Seneca Indians Baseball, live on kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Seneca Indians. Now, let's go to Ben Walcott, live on location.
And a pleasant, good Tuesday afternoon, and we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri, as we get set for high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. It is the 12-9 El Dorado Springs Bulldogs versus the 17-7-1 Seneca Indians. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Darryl Harbaugh. Countdown to first pitch sponsors: People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. And Darryl, it almost sounds like a broken record at this point, but it is another picture-perfect day for baseball here in the four states area.
Well, it has been a very good spring. I can tell you that. It was warm early. It cooled off the last couple of weeks, only highs in the 60s, which is perfect for baseball. You know, the only really, I think you got sprinkled on down there at Cassville, and we got sprinkled on last Friday at Galena, but that's been it. I don't even know if there's a cloud in the sky. I don't think I saw a cloud in the sky yesterday. So it has been a great 2 days here in a row. Perfect weather for baseball.
You know what that means next week when district time rolls around. That's when you'll find out all your problems of trying to get games crammed in. Like we mentioned last Friday when Seneca went to Galena and won, Seneca is the 1 seed in their district. They will face the winner of Cassville and East Newton. They play on Saturday at noon, and then Seneca plays at 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon. And then if they are able to win that game, they would play in the district championship next Tuesday at 5 o'clock. A couple games left here today, and then you also have a game that Seneca picked up late last week. Seneca will go to Webb City on Thursday afternoon. We won't have that broadcast, but if you want to watch or listen to that broadcast, the Webb City crew will have that broadcast. But Darryl, I'm thinking, originally this was not only the home finale, but also the regular season finale. I think Chris didn't want to be sitting there for a week without a game.
Well, you just kind of get into a rhythm, and you kind of like stay in the rhythm. You still like to have the pitchers run. I think he's set up perfect for his pitching going on for, getting ready for district. I think Drew's going today. Ian is back in the lineup. Good to see him out there. He may get some work in, too. You never know. And he may get some work in on Thursday, too, when they play Webb. I think probably Jagger will go then and probably Ian and get those guys some work, and they're ready to go when it comes into – because district starts Saturday, which they don't play, but they'll play next Tuesday?
Monday.
Okay. So, yeah, they've got things in order. And they've got things right. With Ian coming back, it always helps.
Yeah, I mean, Silas Ball did an excellent job on Friday facing Galena, only allowed 2 runs, and, it was a walk and an error, I think, in the first inning. And then when he got pulled in the 7th inning, they scored 1 more run, and unfortunately the ball just went through Blaine Collinsworth's glove. Otherwise, he would have only given up 1 run in that game. Yep. And so he pitched extremely well. He's a pretty good 4th option for them if they need to go there as well.
Yeah, it was good for Silas to get out there and pitch, because he's going to have to pitch. We're losing 2 pitchers this year, and 2 good ones. And so he's going to have to fill in next year. And it was good for River to come in to play catcher. And so, because he's going to have to be there when Silas pitches. Silas is going to be a big part on the mound next year. And River's going to be a big part behind the plate. And so you're just, you've got some good – and what, did Blake McKinney come in and finish it up just because of the pitch count?
Yeah.
And so that was great for him just to get some work in.
And McKinney also got put in a little bit of a high-stress situation on Thursday. Unfortunately, gave up a 3-run home run, and Seneca couldn't beat Catholic. But, those are the kind of situations he's going to be in next year, and so that experience is just going to help him out.
Exactly. The more times you get out there, the better off it'd be. I mean, he played well. I mean, he pitched well over there at Galena. So, I'm looking for good things for him in the future in the next few years.
Go ahead, take a timeout. Come back with more of the preview after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Hello, I'm Josh Dotson, a member of the Hollow Springs Church of Christ in Seneca, Missouri. I'm going to talk to you a moment about loneliness. It is a very deep ache that reaches down to the soul, but the Bible reminds us that we are truly never alone. From the beginning, God has told us that it is not good for man to be alone. And as a matter of fact, He shows us His intention is to have a relationship with Him and a relationship with others. That helps us to not be alone in this life. However, we still go through loneliness. Psalms chapter 34, verse 18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and He saves those who are crushed in the spirit." Jesus Himself, though, we understand, experienced loneliness in the Garden of Gethsemane. Remember, He was abandoned, and remember, He was also forsaken at the cross. So Jesus can deeply feel our pain. He understands the loneliness. But through Him, we are offered not only that comfort, but we're also offered a community, the body of Christ. So when we feel forgotten, when we feel that everything has come crushing down and we are lonely, remember God has told us in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8, "I will never leave you and I will never forsake you." So let us hold on to the truth that in Christ Jesus, loneliness may visit, but it never has to be the final word. For KNEO Radio, I'm Josh Dotson.
And we welcome you back as Seneca and El Dorado Springs get set for action here. And Daryl, it was a wet game on Friday afternoon. We were impressed we were able to get that game in. And it was a big inning for Seneca. I think it was that 5th inning where they scored 7 runs after scoring 2 in the 4th, scored 7 runs, batted around into the 5th inning, and they got contributions from everybody. And if they want to win districts and have a chance to win their first sectional game ever, they're going to have to get contributions from everybody in the lineup. And you look, it really started in that Cassville game earlier last week, last Tuesday. It started there, and it just kind of snowballed into that Galena game.
Well, it does. It can snowball because once you get on a roll, everybody gets on a roll. And at Galena, you know, the middle and the top of the lineup are putting the ball in play. Good things happen when you put it in play. You put pressure on the other team. And that's what happened in that 4th inning. We put the ball in play. We got a couple, we got a little bit of help from Galena. I think maybe a couple errors in that inning. But we took advantage of that, and that's what you have to do. You know, we took advantage of it. we come up and, after the error or two, maybe, made runners advance, we got some base hits to keep them going that way. So, yeah, I mean, that's what it takes to win baseball games. And especially when you get into district play, man, you've got to put the ball in play. You got to hit the baseball and make the other team have to get you out.
And how big is it? It gets amplified in district play, but scoring first is always big. About how these pitchers for Seneca will keep you in the game, but scoring first puts a hold, but especially if you can score 4 or 5 runs with Seneca's pitching staff, it puts a lot of pressure on those other teams because all of a sudden they go, oh no, we have to try and score 5 off of Drew, 5 off of Jagger, 5 off of Ian.
Yeah, well, you all of a sudden, if you can get up on them, all of a sudden you're at bats now, you're getting pressured, and all of a sudden you're maybe swinging at balls that you don't normally swing at. And yes, it gets tough, and pressure does strange things to people. And if you can put pressure on the other team, you can just watch them, or however you want to watch them crawl, watch them shake, watch them shimmer. That's what happens when you get it at bats, and you're all of a sudden you're down 2 or 3 runs, and now you start pressing, and things doesn't go well when you start doing that.
For El Dorado, Springs are coming off a loss yesterday to Forsyth 3-2. They had a little bit of a gap there, 9 games in between games, as their last game before that they had won the conference tournament, beat Versailles 2-0 and Sherwood 11-1. And then they end here their regular season today here, and then they start their conference tournament on Friday against Conway. And you were looking at that district, Daryl, and all 5 teams in that district, Class 3, District 12, are above 500. And so, this Eldo team probably feels like they have a shot to win it.
Yeah, I looked at that, and every team in that has got a good record. That's going to be a tough district to come out of, and they got just as good a shot as anyone else. This will be a good test for Eldo, right here. Can your boys? You're playing up a level. You're playing against a good team. Can you perform? Especially on the road.
And Seneca will get that kind of performance on Thursday because they'll be playing up at Webb City. So both teams looking for, and this is going to be a good matchup here this afternoon between these 2 teams as well. So just trying to find those tough matchups to get you ready for district play, because at that point, school year is ending for all these guys. So, graduations, lots of graduations this week. You're working around graduations. You're working around the school year ending. And then next thing you know, all you have left is baseball, and you want to try and make that last as long as possible.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I always wondered about is why can't you shorten the baseball season maybe a little bit? I know they got to get the games in, but I still like to see it end before school's out. You know what I'm saying? And we go to here around, April 20th, April 24th, somewhere right in there. Can you not get this? Can you not get it to end? How come you can't start districts a year or a week earlier, and get things going? I can understand you going to state and all that other stuff, but yeah, it can be. I'd still like kids being in school when you're trying to play baseball.
Go ahead, take a timeout. Come back with starting lineups after this. Starting lineup sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. More information 417-526-4984 or online at proluberepair.com.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Mid-America Specialty Markets of Seneca is a supporter of the Seneca Indians, and they're proud to bring you today's game. They provide insurance services for the four-state area, including home, auto, life, and agribusiness. Located at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, they are licensed in Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. Learn more today at midminsurance.com or call 417-451-9177. Mid-America Specialty Markets. Protecting your business and family is our specialty.
And we welcome you back. You look at this matchup by the numbers. Seneca 10-2-1 at home. El Dorado is 3-1 on the road. Seneca averages 7 runs a game while giving up 3.7. El Dorado averages 6.4 while giving up 5.4. And it has been 8 years since these two teams played. As the last time these two teams played, Eldo won 8-7. They actually have a 3-game winning streak in this series. They played 2015, 2016, 2018, but they have not played often, and it's been a while since they have played each other. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here this afternoon. Let's get to your starting lineup, sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic and Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. First for the visiting El Dorado Springs Bulldogs. Leading off is the pitcher, number 1, Rylan Mays. Batting second and doing the catching, number 2, Connor Bradley. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 11, Camden Ewart. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, number 21, Kane Caldwell. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 4, Skylar Crawford. Batting fifth, I believe. That would actually be sixth, excuse me. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 18, Marcus Mossman. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 6, Talon Robinson. I think that's Robinson. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 23, Carson Burley. Batting ninth is the designated hitter, number 14, Cooper Brown. And we think this is the second baseman, number 7, Tristan Broyles. That's all we could decipher out of the roster that we got, because they don't have a 7 on there. So out of what we could decipher, we believe that is who the second baseman will be for El Dorado here this afternoon. For Seneca, look like this. Jagger Wilson leads things off. He's playing at short. Drew Shearer doing the pitching here this afternoon. He is batting second. Batting third and doing the catching is Silas Ball. Cleanup hitter is your designated hitter, number 19, Asher Prater. Batting fifth, back in the lineup for the first time since that Lebanon game 2 weeks ago, number 17, Ian Heffron. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 23, Remington Albrecht. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 12, Brenton Crow. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 3, Jackson Yoakum. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 1, Ryder Owens. Extra player is your third baseman here this afternoon, Blake McKinney. Should be a good one here this afternoon. Like we said, it is a beautiful day in the 4 states. Thought there might be a chance of showers later on tonight, but should not affect anything going on here this afternoon.
Well, it'd be hard to make a shower right now, Ben, because there ain't a cloud in the sky. I haven't looked back to the west, but oh, cow, we're set kind of in the booth, but we're looking north, maybe north and maybe a little northeast, who knows, maybe a touch. But anyway, there's nothing. This is just a beautiful day.
And it is the third. Well, Sunday was kind of cloudy and a little bit rainy, but Saturday was a beautiful day. Monday was a beautiful day, and today is a beautiful day. Most of this week, it's finally starting to get warm again in the 4 states as well, as most of this week is supposed to be sunny. Wednesday, sunny. Thursday, it says cloudy. Friday, sunny. Next chance of rain is actually Saturday. So see what happens. Sometimes they put rain in the forecast, and then it doesn't rain. So have to wait and see, because, you know, I got so many questions when I got back to work yesterday, Daryl, about, did it pour on you guys? And I was like, no, it didn't pour, but it was kind of a little bit of a steady rain there for a while, and then it would lighten up.
It had a little bit to it there a couple times.
But it didn't rain as hard as even what the radar was saying that it. Yeah. Like, it was saying it was thunderstorming, and then it was saying it was raining really hard right in front of us, on top of us, and it wasn't raining at all at times. So that was kind of interesting to see, but should be a good one here. El Dorado just wrapping up their warm-up tosses, and then we'll get the starters, and looks like this game may start a little bit late because we're almost at 4:30 at this point, but El Dorado also did not get here until about 3:45, so you know, they may be rushing things a little bit here this afternoon.
Well, I mean, they don't have as many players as Seneca does, and they don't go through, you know, but their warm-up is just as long or longer.
Yeah. We will go ahead and take a timeout, come back. We'll get you the start of the game after this here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network. Thank you for joining us here on a beautiful day in the 4 states area.
I learn best by doing.
I enjoy helping others.
I want to leave my mark.
Here, I discovered what I can do and who I can become.
What begins on this campus moves into studios, hospitals, and communities around the globe.
This is Missouri Southern State University.
Explore boldly.
Care deeply.
Impact globally.
One expanded mission built with lion pride.
Helping your teen learn smart money habits doesn't have to be complicated. First Community Bank's teen checking account is built for tweens and teens 11 and up with parents in mind. Teens get their own debit card, ATM access, and mobile check deposit, plus a bundled savings account to help them plan ahead. Parents get peace of mind with no monthly fees, parental debit card controls, alerts and notifications, joint ownership, and full account access. Stop by any First Community Bank location to open a teen checking account today. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for details.
Forbes asked, and the people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what our customers have known for generations. We are committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
My name's Bob Hampton. I'm the minister for the Hollow Springs Church of Christ. Has anybody ever made a promise to you but failed to keep it? May have been a family member or a friend. You know, a lot of times people will make a promise and for some reason they fail to keep them. But I know someone who always will keep his promise. In fact, the scriptures talk about Jesus making magnificent promises, precious and magnificent promises. And when Jesus makes a promise, he'll keep it because Jesus is the same today, yesterday, and forever. He cannot lie. In fact, John chapter 14, verse 1 and following, let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. You can count always on Jesus to keep his promise. Promises made, promises kept. I'm Bob Hampton for KNEO Radio.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Access Family Care serves all of your health care needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org, Women's Health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org, quality, convenient health care. Access Family Care medical and dental clinics, building relationships, providing great care.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back as we get set for baseball here this afternoon. Seneca, the home white uniforms, white pants, white tops, blue trim and numbers. Eldo also in whites, but they got white pants, white tops, black trim and numbers here this afternoon. Once again for Eldo, they look like this. Ryland Mays leads things off. Connor Bradley batting second. Camden Ewert third. Kane Caldwell fourth. Skylar Crawford fifth. Marcus Mossman sixth. Taylor Robinson sixth. Seventh. Carson Burley 8th, and Cooper Brown 9th. Seneca looks like this in the field. Jackson Yokelman left. Ian Heffern back in the lineup after about a week, maybe closer to a week and a half out due to injury. in center field. In right field is Remington Albrecht. Left to right in the infield, Blake McKinney at third, Jagger Wilson at short, Ryder Owens at second, and Bretton Crow at first base as Silas Ball is catching Drew Sherwood here this afternoon. Drew pitched in the contest at Cassville, Darrell. Went 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs. 3 of them were earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts in his last start. 4:36 here this afternoon will be first pitch. It is 79 degrees here at first pitch. Sunny skies here in Seneca.
You can't draw it up any better.
So that first pitch is high for a ball, and the count's 1-0. So we are underway. Only 6 minutes late.
Yeah.
So here comes the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Counts 1-1. Pitcher facing pitcher here. May's going to try and get things started early for Eldo. So here comes the 1-1. That ball is lifted in the air to center field. Heffron going over and snagging it for out number 1. And sometimes when you've been off for a little bit, Darrell, the ball seems to find you right away.
That's all right. It's good to see Ian back in the lineup. Seneca needs him.
And they will need him. You know, he is kind of, don't get me wrong, he's done well as a starting pitcher, but he's almost kind of converted into a closer for them. So that first pitch is inside to Connor Bradley, and the count's 1-0.
He's comfortable coming off the bench, coming in to pitch. And that's a different mentality.
So here comes the 1-0. That's inside as well, and the count is 2-0. You need somebody like that sometimes, as the 2-0 is popped foul out of play and the count's 2-1. Just you need somebody that mentality, because we saw it a couple weeks ago with Jagger. He's used to coming in and starting, and they actually had to pull him for Ian, who had to come in and get a save. So that pitch is swung on and missed, and the count's 2-2 as Sherwood's worked it back to a 2-2 count. And when it comes playoff times, you can never have too many closers.
No, you can never have too many pitchers, in the lineup.
As that pitch is outside, and we got a full count here.
3-2.
1 out here. Top first in Seneca. So here comes the full count offering. That ball is laced to left center field and deep. That's going to be at least 2. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Yoakum able to get it, and they are going to hold him up at a double. Good job there by Yoakum to get to the ball and not allow that to be a triple.
Good hustle. Get it and get it in as quick as you can. Turn around and find that shortstop.
As sometimes you got to come after a guy 3-2, and that's what happened as we have
10.
A courtesy runner for the catcher, which that is going to be Ryder Simmons. So he will run for the catcher, Bradley. 1 out here for Camden Ewart. So they are playing him to pull. So that first pitch is inside, and the count is 1-0. You got Heffron shaded to his right or left of that second base bag.
Drew takes a little bit of walk behind the mound. I don't think he likes where he's put the last couple pitches.
As here comes the 1-0. That gets by ball. The wild pitch is going to allow the courtesy runner to get to third. 2-0 the count. That one just squirted underneath the glove of Silas Ball.
Yeah. No bounce off the dirt down there, and it skips.
2-0 the count here is Aldo looking for the first run of the game, as that's high and outside, and all of a sudden Sherwood having a hard time finding the strike zone. Dumac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Zach's Car Wash, sponsoring the broadcast as Ewart was taken the entire way, 3-0. That's fired over for a strike, and the count's 3-1. Here comes the 3-1, and that's low and outside for ball 4. So after a fly out to start, a double and now a walk here, and runners are at the corners for Kane Caldwell. Seneca looking to turn 2 up the middle. McKinney at third playing even with the bag. He may try and come home on a ground ball if they send the runner.
Yeah.
So that first pitch is popped in there, foul out of play. Counts on. They're a little higher screen here today in Seneca than it was in Galena. That one still managed to find the parking lot, if not the grass behind us. But not as many foul balls will get out of play here today.
Not a very big lead at first either.
They're going to throw back. I think they may have seen some tape of his pickoff move, Darryl.
Well, he's notorious for it. So most of the time, automatically you're going to second and trying to get the throw and, score. It's not an automatic here.
So here comes the 0-1, and that breaking ball stays high, and the count's 1-1.
And even when Drew went to the plate that time, that guy was jumping back to first.
It's hard to tell if he's going home or if he's coming to first. So that pitch hits the inside corner, and the count's 1-2. Strikeout would be big here for Sherwood, as he's trying to leave runners at the corners. Here comes the 1-2. That's high and outside. Counts 2-2. Right now, Darryl, it seems like he's having a hard time finding the location of the fastball.
Well, he likes the fastball. He likes to throw them high and on the outside part of the zone. And when he misses, it's missing high and way.
So runner is off. Pitch is in there for a strike. And now they're going to try and go home. They could have just tried and tagged the runner. I'm confused on what's happening. Are they saying that there was batter's interference and the inning is over? I am so confused on what's happening because the umpire never made a signal. It's strike 3, and then they throw through. They should have just let him try and tag the runner at second because that would have been the third out. But now they're talking about trying to see if there was runner interference.
I think that's what Coach is talking about. I think Coach is talking about that's what he's wanting called, and he's wanting to now he's wanting the guys to check with the infield umpire to see if the batter got over. I think what happened, Ben, was they got confused. Seneca got confused on the strikeout throw to second. Jagger cut it off, but
if they let it go through, he was going to be out.
Well, no, Jagger's the one that caught it at the plate, and Jagger was talking to
Ryder.
Yeah, talking to Ryder, and I think Ryder was supposed to cut it off and throw it home
okay.
if the runner came.
Well, they could have just let it gone through and got him out because that was a good throw by Ball. That was the second out.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad, but I don't think Jagger was expecting the throw to come all the way to him.
Skylar Crawford will step in now with 2 outs as that first pitch is over for a strike, and the count's 0-1. So Eldo does get a run in. I guess you consider that a steal of home. 0-1 the count.
Yeah.
Pitch is lifted in the air, right field. Albrecht, fighting the sun, is able to snag it for the final out. For Eldo in the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and they strand 1. Half inning in the books. It's Eldo 1 and Seneca coming up.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
For 15 years, CareNet Pregnancy Resource Center has been serving women,
men, and their families.
All of our services are free and confidential, and they include
first trimester ultrasounds, STI testing with treatment, and
pregnancy tests, as well as verification and community referrals.
One-on-one education classes for any parent or soon-to-be parent,
along with material assistance.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
And we welcome you back as Jagger Wilson will lead things off for Seneca. Wilson, Sherwood, and Ball, the three scheduled hitters, as El Dorado has drawn first blood here. Last Tuesday at Cassville, as that first pitch to Wilson's outside for a ball. Jagger Wilson hit for the cycle. He had a solo home run, a double, a triple, and he pops that one to the short. Oh, they can't find it, Darryl, and it's
right into sun.
And it'll be a double for Wilson.
Left fielder could not find it.
Well, neither could the shortstop. You could see the shortstop was having issues with it as well. And Darryl, I went to a baseball game on Saturday, and it was this kind of weather, and sometimes off the bat they couldn't find the ball.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if the left fielder's wearing sunglasses, but I can see the shortstop isn't.
Well, I can't imagine. It was right behind the shortstop, straight over his head. So I can imagine him trying to go back there and trying to find it. The left fielder should have seen it all the way.
First pitch to Sherwood is fouled back to the screen, and the count is 0-1. Tough play to start the game for El Dorado, but Seneca see if they can take advantage. As here comes the 0-1 outside, and the count is 1-1. Rylan Mays, the pitcher here for Eldo. We'll try and remember to give you what they look like in the field here in a moment. They are playing Sherwood to pull. There is a big gap in left center field, but that ball is hit to center field and deep. It is over the center fielder's head. It will bounce up against the wall as Sherwood will be in easily with the triple on the play, and Seneca has tied the game at 1. Took a minute there, Darryl, for the center fielder to realize how deep that was hit.
Well, he hesitated, and that ball was hit on a line rope. I mean, not really line rope, but it was hit just tagged. You could tell. It turned into a BB pretty quick, and it just burned him.
Silas Ball come to the plate. That ball is hit to left field. Left fielder come in and snag it, but it is an RBI fly out on the play as Drew Sherwood will come in and score on the sac fly, and so Seneca has a 2-1 lead. He likes those high fastballs there. You haven't been here, but he had a high fastball for a grand slam against Cassville, and he hit a high fastball for a solo home run at Monette as well.
Well, he hit that one good. He just quite missed it. Oh my! Look at Asher just launched one over there in foul territory.
Counts 0-1.
Talking about hitting it hard, then Asher just launches one. So, yeah, but, I mean, Silas hit it good. He just got underneath it a little bit too much.
Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, and the Springfield Cardinals. Sponsoring the broadcast as that ball is hit into left field. That left fielder is getting peppered. He did a good job, Darryl, of cutting that one off because if that one goes to the wall, it's probably 2 for Prater.
Easy. He caught it on the line. He was on the run, cutting it off, and 2 or 3 feet to the right, and that ball's a double.
Ian Heffron comes to the plate, like we said, It has been a while since he's been in the lineup. That Lebanon game, he got pulled with, I don't want to say back spasms because I don't know if it was spasms, but due to a bad back. That ball is lifted, but right to the shortstop. Prater does a good job of freezing on the line drive and staying put.
Well, it's just good to see Ian back in the lineup where he can move. I mean, he looks like he's still just a little ginger. He walked around gingerly and running, but it's good to see him back in the lineup because I can tell you we need him for district.
Remington Albrecht will come to the plate here for Seneca. Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, CareNet Pregnancy Center, Watered Gardens, all sponsoring the broadcast is Albrecht. Takes a called strike and the count's 0-1, but Seneca able to get that run back and add one of their own so far here as they throw behind Prater. It's not a bad pickoff move. Prater had a little bit bigger lead than he probably wanted.
Yeah, he's got to pay attention.
I shouldn't say wanted. He wanted that big one, but probably bigger than it should have been. So that ball is lifted in the air, foul towards the Seneca bullpen, and the count's 0-2. And Daryl, in a week like this, you got 2 games this week. If you really wanted, Sherwood could throw all 7. I mean, obviously pitch count matters, and be ready for next week. But this week, you're probably it's less as that one is swung on and missed for strike 3, and I guess I'll continue this conversation when we get to the top of the second. For Seneca, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. 1 in the books. Seneca up 2-1.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while spending on overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a faith-based alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to insurance and join CHM today.
I'm Mark Taylor, General Manager of KNEO Radio and the CEO of the Sky High and Seneca Indians Broadcasting Network. As we bring you these high school sports broadcasts each week, there are additional hours and behind-the-scenes work that has to be done to bring you this broadcast. And there's more and more equipment needed with the expansion of the internet or radio broadcast equipment, social media, plus there's fees, announcer costs. It all can add up. If you're a business, we could use your sponsorship. And if not, we are a non-for-profit broadcaster, so your gift is tax deductible. With less sponsors, we have to cut back on how many games or events done, and if that number drops too low, then we have to make other changes. So we would appreciate and look forward to the opportunity to get your business, church, or yourself involved. Contact us to find out more by calling 417-451-5636 or go to kneo.org and contact us there. We will follow up.
And we welcome you back as Marcus Mossman swings through the first pitch. Count is 0-1. Mossman, Robinson, and Burley, the 3-2 up. Here comes the 0-1. High and outside, and the count's 1-1. And Daryl, what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted to end the bottom of the first is this week, obviously your goal is that's high and outside and counts 2-1. Obviously the goal is to win every game you play, but this week I think it's probably less about wins and losses and making sure you get your pitchers enough work to have them ready for next Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what they want. I mean, they're getting the pitchers some work. That's fine, but they want to win. You want to do things right. You want to do everything right, correct.
That pitch hits the outside corner for strike 3.
Yeah, and to get ready for district. And this is where Drew likes to throw it. He likes to hit that outside corner. Sorry. And he likes to hit the high outside corner. And then when you're not looking, he likes to drop that, you want to call it a curveball, you want to call it a slider.
So that first pitch is a little bit high. They're going to check, and they're going to say he went, and the count's 0-1.
Yeah, he did go.
People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And Daryl, you got to think your top 3, if not, as that pitch popped in the air, is Crow going to call for it in foul territory, and he's able to get it. But your top 3, if not your top 4 pitchers, you want to get work this week so that way they're not sitting there against game action compared to just throwing bullpens or whatever.
Absolutely.
Top 3, if you're not 4, give them game action to get them ready so they're not sitting there for a week heading into districts next week.
Absolutely. You just need work on the mound.
So that pitch hits the outside corner as Carson Burley comes to the plate.
This is where Drew likes to throw it. He likes that outside, and then he likes to just drop one in on you.
So 1 is high, and the count's 1-1.
See, he tried to hit the high outside mark then as well.
Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, Safe First Storm Shelters. So that pitch is low and inside, and the count is 2-1. Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, and Toner Connections sponsoring the broadcast. 2-1, swung on and missed. Counts 2-2. Sherwood looking for a light inning this inning after a little bit of a labor-intensive inning last inning.
Well, we don't, Drew likes to throw strikes. And he likes to get in a rhythm, and he likes to throw strikes.
He likes to go quick,
He
too.
likes to work quick. But that keeps your rest of your teammates engaged as well.
So here comes another 2-2, and that's swung on and missed for strike 3 as he gets 2 strikeouts here in the inning and 3 in the contest. Nothing doing for Eldo here in the second. 1.5 in the books. Seneca up 2-1.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. In his Hall of Fame induction speech, former Eagles safety Brian Dawkins said that much of his success could be attributed to the pain that he experienced. His stories of overcoming adversity were great reminders that character development happens during significant seasons of pain and suffering. As followers of Jesus, God uses our desperate seasons of life to reveal himself. Times of testing are used to strengthen us and prepare us to do what he has in store. The Bible tells us, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes upon you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice insofar as you share Christ's sufferings, that you may also rejoice and be glad when his glory is revealed. So today, let's view our pain as an opportunity that can lead to success. Through perseverance, we can glorify God and bless others. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
WG Marketplace isn't your average thrift store. Think boutique vibes with a mission. Every dollar you spend helps those struggling with homelessness through Watered Gardens Ministries. WG Marketplace. Shop with purpose. Give with impact.
And we welcome you back here. Bottom 2, Seneca will send their 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Crow, Yoakum, and Owens to the plate. As Mays begins the second inning of work, as that one is blooped down the third baseline, just foul, and the count is 0-1. Evan at the Neosho Daily News versus Seneca Indians. Good luck. Let's go get that win. And it'll be interesting here, Daryl, with El Dorado. Do they have Mays on a pitch count? Is he one of your normal starters? As that pitch is high and the count's 1-1. As you get ready for your district on Friday, because if you want him eligible for Friday, if not longer, you have a 2 days rest kind of window as Crow hits one through the 5-6 hole in a leadoff single.
There you go. That's another thing. That's what
Or is
El Dorado's just trying to get things going, get some action going on. But I was going to say, Ben, what I liked about it is we are aggressive with the bats. I mean, we're making some good swings and aggressive swings at the bat and early, and which I don't mind that.
Throw back behind Crow, gets back safely. Jackson Yoakum now at the plate for Seneca.
I'm not sure how quick Crow is. He's
Mays
fast when he gets going, but
Mays has a good pickoff move as that pitch is missed as he's trying to bunt, and the count is 0-1.
Yes, he does. You got to watch him.
Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. Visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians as they throw back behind Crow. Wanted to make sure he's not going anywhere.
Well, Crow's got to watch that right foot and making sure That right foot goes forward. He's going forward.
And Yoakum gets the bunt down. It's a good enough bunt
Good one.
to be a sack bunt. It's a 1-3 put out, but it does allow Crow to get to second base. So Ryder Owens will come to the plate now for Seneca.
Just enough away from the pitcher, kind of toward second base, right part of the field, but it's far enough away from the pitcher that the pitcher has no chance to go to second base. And it was a good bunt by Jackson.
Ryder Owens coming back. We're not sure, Darryl, he missed 4 games there as well. Not sure if there was injury with him or not, but he got back in the starting lineup on Friday against Galena as well.
Well, I think there's a few games he didn't even travel, did he not? Wasn't even with the team. I mean, it may be a sickness going on, and there was some stuff going around.
The 1-0 is placed into right center field, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. That'll be an RBI double for Owens, and he's fast enough. He's going to try and get to third. It's going to be a triple for Ryder Owens. And, Darryl, if you're getting triples from your number 9 hitter, that can be a very dangerous thing for opposing pitchers.
Well, it's good that they're starting to hit the ball. They're starting to put the ball in play. Good things happen. Good things happen when you put the ball in play. And, you put pressure on the other team. We find some holes, and that's what we've done so far today. I mean, it's been fun to watch here at Galena and here, and probably at Cassville.
So that first pitch is in there for a strike count on 1. Yeah, Cassville 3 home runs in the game, a grand slam by Silas Ball. I think Wilson had a 2-run. No, I think it was Prater had the 2-run home run, and Wilson had a solo shot. Ball is hit to second, past the second baseman. See if they're able to cut that off. He's going to try and push his luck for 2, and he's going to be in there safely for Jagger Wilson. Not much that the center fielder can do there. He did all he could, and he still wasn't able to cut it off enough to keep Wilson to single.
No, he did a good job hustling over and just cutting it off. But I looked down there down the first base line, and Coach Sherwood down there, he didn't even look. He just sitting there pointing at Jagger and telling him, get to second. Just go. And Jagger with that speed, it's hard to hold him back. And Jagger's bouncing around out there. First baseman come off, fake the pitch off, but
so that pitch is in there for a strike. Good throw, and they got Wilson out at third base. It's a 2-5 put out, trying to steal third, and now nobody's on.
I think that was on his own. I don't think Coach told him to, but he's got the green light.
Yeah, Coach Hughes probably mad a little bit, but like you said, he has stolen so many third bases that here comes the 0-1. That's low and outside, and the count's 1-1.
I noticed earlier he was bouncing off. He was bouncing around out there. He bounced pretty far. And I'm thinking, okay, you're finding out how far you can get before you can take off.
He does that sometimes. That pitch is outside, and the count's 2-1, and then he takes off.
Yeah. That time, I don't think he got out as far as he wanted to. But it was a good throw. Perfect throw from the catcher.
As 2-1 the count here on Sherwood. Here comes that pitch, and it's grounded to first. And that will end the inning. For Seneca, they do get 2 more runs in the inning on 3 base hits. There were no errors, and they don't strand anybody. At the end of 2, it's 4-1 Seneca.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back 9-1-2 here for Eldo in the third. Cooper Brown leads things off. He's got a 1-1 count on him, and then back to the top of the order. So that pitch is high. Count now 2-1. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvis Ballpark as they face the Arkansas Travelers in a 6-game series that goes through Sunday, May 17th. Ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com. A sponsor of high school baseball on KNEO.
Pitch is high that time, Ben. 3-1. He's having trouble getting that fastball down just a touch.
And this is where he got in trouble in the first inning, Darryl, as that pitch is low for ball 4.
Yep.
Second walk of the game, but, you know, it was a 3-2 pitch to Connor Bradley that he roped to left center for a double, and he was able to score eventually. As Ryland Mays comes to the plate, he flew out to Heffron in center his first time up.
Not a big lead out there at first base. So
that first pitch is high, and the count's 1-0. And, Darryl, we've been seeing in between innings Heffron warming up in the bullpen. We don't know if Sherwood's on a pitch count limit here today or not. So that pitch is low, and the count's 2-0.
Well, he might be, but, you know, here the first inning he struggled a little bit to finally get in the groove, and here in the third inning he is.
Yeah, second inning went a lot smoother for him as they throw back behind Brown, who's back safely.
Yeah, so I mean he's missed his spots, and he's upset with himself. You could tell, like that right there.
Yeah, 3-0 the count here. Springfield Cardinals return home to Route 66 Stadium on Monday, May 25th, as they face the Wichita Wind Surge in a 6-game series that goes through Sunday, May 31st. Ticket information, visit springfieldcardinals.com. Supporter of high school baseball here on KNDO as that one sails all the way to the backstop, and that is 7 of 8 balls here to start the inning.
Well,
as Connor Bradley comes to the plate.
He likes that high fastball, and that one there, it just sailed over everybody's head. But anyway, he's just, like I said, let's see if he can get into a rhythm here.
Bradley doubled and then scored the lone run for Eldo. I think it was left center, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was left center.
And that was a 3-2 count as that first pitch is over for a strike and the count's 0-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com. KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO 917 Sports. Our next Seneca broadcast will be in the Class 4 District 12 semifinals. The pitch popped in the air. Infield fly rule is in effect as Crow is able to snag it anyways for out number 1. Not sure, depending on if the game's on the radio or not, we may have video available for a fee, but we'll just have to wait and see. And they may be saving him for Thursday as well because he had 34 pitches at the end of 2. So this may be a pitch count thing, Darryl, because 1 day rest is 45 pitches. So that may be it as Ian Heffron will come in and pitch here for Seneca.
Well, he's probably just trying to get everybody, his pitchers, a little bit of work this week, and that way he'll have everybody available when he starts Monday. And that, and that's not a bad thing.
We will go ahead and take a timeout, come back with the change. It's a straight change, but we'll tell you about it after this.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
KNEA would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Loud noise! What you want to? We were dispatched out here to the old 1400 block. Got some suspicious activity back in the alleyway. 1023, we've got 2 suspects moving a lot of boxes back here in the alley. We're going to approach and find out what's going on here. You two, let me see some ID.
Hey, we're the Office Concept guys. We're selling and moving copiers as fast as we can go.
104 HQ, this is just a copier company with a lot of sales going on.
Copy that.
Apologize, but we missed a 1 pitch and 1 out for Heffron as that pitch was hit by Ewert straight to Yoakum in left field, and there's 2 down here as Kane Caldwell come to the plate. Sherwood out after 2 1/3 innings of work. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He is responsible for the runners at first and second as that breaking ball stays inside on Caldwell, and the count's 1-0.
Well, it didn't take long for him to get an out. 1 pitch.
It's not a bad way to work. 1 pitch, 1 out.
There you go. Well, he's looking good out there. At least he's throwing strikes.
Yeah, I wondered, Darryl, I know you weren't here against Lebanon, but I wonder if he had done something to it in warm-ups because he did not look like himself the entire time he was in there.
At Lebanon? Or versus Lebanon?
Yeah, is that pitch?
Get him, Silas.
I thought it may have hit him because I thought the batter was going towards second, but the wild pitch allows runners to get to second and third now. But, that game against Lebanon, Lebanon led off the game with a leadoff home run. That pitch is high, and the count's 3-1. And even in his 2+ innings of work, Heffron went 2 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Ball up the middle, nice play by Wilson. The throws to first. I think he ran over his teammate Owens. Owens dived as well, but he was able to work around that. And Eldo is not able to score. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. 2.5 in the books. It is 4-1 Seneca.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. When players' contracts are about to expire, general managers in sports must decide whether trading or re-signing those players would be best for the team. The decision between re-signing or trading also takes place in our own hearts and minds. We must choose between staying in our old life of sin or trading temporary pleasures for eternal satisfaction found in Jesus. We can either sign an extension with our former habitual ways or move on to a new beginning with Jesus. Proverbs 26:11 provides this descriptive and graphic example. Like a dog that returns to his vomit is a fool who repeats his folly. Although many teams will elect to re-sign their players, as followers of Jesus, we must refrain from re-signing with our former way of life and instead trade our former patterns of sin for a new life because of God's grace through Jesus. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
Tornado season doesn't give you a warning, but you can be ready. State Line Welding and Fabrication builds heavy-duty steel, safe first storm shelters, fabricated right here locally and installed by people who know what they're doing. Reinforced construction, secure door systems, custom sizing. Protect what matters most. Get your quote today, 417-438-2135, or find them on Facebook.
And we welcome you back. Seneca will send their 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate here. Bottom 3, Ball, Prater, and Heffron. Ball had a sac fly his first time up. As that first pitch is a ball. Counts 1-0.
Yeah, he hit it hard. He hit it hard down the left field. Let's see if he can get a hold of one here, because there's plenty of room left down the left field line. That's a balk.
Well, with nobody on, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It is a balk, yes,
Yeah,
but
nobody on.
But with no one on, it really doesn't matter. As he just stumbled out there on the mound. Here comes the 1-0. That's outside, and the count's 2-0.
I seen Ian doing that too out there. I don't know if there's a hole out there in the spot, or they getting their cleat stuck or something.
And now, as here comes the 2-0. Ball hit to the second baseman. Nice play there by the second baseman.
Yep.
And there's one down. Darrell, the second baseman, Tristan Broyles, is only a freshman, and he was not expected to start today. So, that's a good job by him on a play, able to get that hop and able to get ball out as Prater comes to the plate.
You can tell he's a good little athlete. He had good range that time on the run, making that deep in the hole and plenty of room, plenty of time throwing him out.
Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Zach's Car Wash, all sponsoring the broadcast here. So I want to thank Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, and the Springfield Cardinals. Comes the 1-0. That ball is lifted in the air down the right field line. It's in foul territory. First baseman, I think he thought second baseman was going to come over and call him off because he had a beat on it. But then the second baseman just kind of
you think
stared at him.
He's running down the right field line, the first baseman is, trying to look over his head. Where's he looking? Right in the sun. The second baseman, that's what he was waiting on. He's waiting on the second baseman because that's the second baseman's play, but he just couldn't quite make it there.
As the 1-1 is swung on and missed, counts 1-2. And, Darrell, that also is the difference potentially between a freshman playing and not necessarily knowing that and potentially a senior being in that position.
Yep.
Comes the 1-2, and that's swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 2 gone as Heffron will come to the plate. And, Darrell, you may see all 3 starters for Seneca here today because guess who's warming up in the bullpen?
Yeah, little Jagger getting a few throws in. Well, and it may be that way all week. Just get a few innings apiece.
Well.
What, throw 2 or 3 apiece?
So that first pitch is high for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Yeah, I mean, you basically got 45 for every guy if you want to have them eligible for Thursday.
Yeah.
So that 1-0 stays high, and the count 2-0. But May has done a good job of settling down here in the third after giving up 2 runs and 3 hits in both the first and second innings. So that pitch is a ball, and the count's 3-0.
All of a sudden now you can't find the strike zone with Ian.
Comes the 3-0, and he's swinging 3-0. That ball is hit into
deep.
left field and deep, and that ball will be up against the fence. That is at least a double. He's going to try and push it into the third, and he is going to be in there safely with the triple. And, Darrell, maybe, they were thinking 3-0, he's not going to be swinging, and he hammered it. As now coming in to run for Heffron. I think that's Derek Sherwood. I think that's
Number
a 5.
Yes. Yeah. Derek Sherwood coming in for Ian to run. And it was good to see Ian run that way just because his back spasms. Boy, you got back spasms. It's tough. Any little thing can set him off. And it was good to see him back in action.
So that first pitch is a ball to Albrecht. Counts 1-0. Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, CareNet Pregnancy Center, Watered Gardens, all sponsoring the broadcast. That pitch is high and outside. Counts 2-0.
I give Ian a hard time. He's not much bigger than the bat. He's swinging. Not a whole lot to him, but he hit that one good.
So that 2-0 is high and outside. Count 3-0. You think Albrecht has a green light, 3-0?
I don't know. He might.
It's in there for a strike. They throw back behind Sherwood, who's back safely. Counts 3-1. That pick play was on from the very beginning.
Derek got a little lesson right there. Let's not jump out too far away.
Comes the 3-1, and that's high and inside for ball 4. So after getting the first 2 out quickly, a triple and now a walk, and Brenton Crow will come to the plate, and they weren't paying attention. They're trying to get a rundown. Now they're going to throw home, high throw, and safe at home plate. And Albrecht will take second base as he was trying to get in a pickle there, Daryl, and get that extra run in.
Well, that's what he just did. He just turned the corner and said, here, try to get me out before Derek Sherwood could score from third.
And now you have
they might have had a play at the plate. They might have, but the throw was high.
Yeah. As Brenton Crow come to the plate, he singled through the 5-6 hole his first time up.
See him do it again.
First pitch is over for a strike, and the count's 0-1. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Northwest Arkansas Naturals, all sponsoring the broadcast. As here comes the 0-1. That pitch is short.
Tough play.
Second baseman makes a nice effort, and they are able to get it on the bounce. And he is out, and they want him to talk about it. I don't think the home plate umpire is going to overrule him. They said he dropped the ball, but I never saw the ball drop.
The Coach Sherwood's down there, and they've got him on the mound. It's like they've got it. I was the way the first baseman got it, we were kind of blocked.
And they are going to call him safe, and he's going to be stuck at first base, and the other runner will be stuck at third. That's an E4 on the play. I mean, you almost could give him an infield single because of how fast he was running, but I think he would have been out.
Well, the ball was low. First baseman went down to trap it, and the way he trapped it, he held it for a little bit, like what's going on. Then I think he dropped it, and then picked it up with his glove and said, "Here, I got it," and tried to fake it, and said no.
As Jackson Yoakum comes to the plate, does not have an official at bat. He sack bunted his first time up. So they're going to throw behind Crow, who's back safely. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, Safe First Storm Shelters, all sponsoring the broadcast.
I don't know if Brandon
good
is quick
block
enough.
There by the catchers. It counts 1-0.
I don't know if he's quick enough to get into a pickle. You know what I'm saying, Ben? There's a special breed that's got to be able to stop on a dime and turn and run to keep that going.
Comes the 1-0. Low, and the count's 2-0. 2-0 count, I don't think you do a suicide squeeze, but I was going to say, do you try and squeeze the runner home?
No, not with 2 outs.
The pitch is low and outside, and the count's 3-0. Ryder Owens is on deck, and he had a triple in the second inning. After getting the first 2 guys out, Daryl Mays there in the third, he has struggled since. Triple, walk, and an error. So getting the first 2 guys out pretty easily.
And here he is 3-0, and you've got Ryder Owens coming up, who hit a double last time he's
triple.
Or triple.
So that pitch is in there, and the count's 3-1.
I take it back. That long, lanky legs of his. Maybe he's a little bit faster than his brother. I can't remember his brother's name right now. Yeah.
Wasn't his brother the running back?
Yeah. Well.
So that pitch is outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded here for Ryder Owens.
No. Yes. Lee makes me mad. I can't remember his name. Bless his heart. He played right field last year for him.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on him too.
Yeah. But yeah, Ryder. Yeah, he hit a triple. Hit it to right center, and it would be a nice one right now.
Because it would clear the bases. Swings and misses. He was looking for it. Counts 0-1.
He had about every power he had behind that one and just missed it.
As here comes the 0-1. And it hits him. Well, I guess that works out just as well.
Yeah, well.
Not just as well, but he gets another RBI, Daryl.
He got an RBI.
His second one.
Now you put Jagger up here on the plate.
With the bases still loaded. As Jagger Wilson comes to the plate, got 2 doubles to his credit. And And he very easily could have it in the park home run.
He could easily clear the bins. They're starting to back up a little bit. A lot of room down there right field line.
Comes the first pitch. That ball is roped to right. It's going to fall in front of the right fielder. One run will come in and score. 2 runs will come in and score. And it is a 2 RBI single here for Jagger Wilson. As Crow and Yoakum come in and score. So runners are at first and second here for Drew Sherwood, who grounded out to first base his last time up.
I'll tell you, Ben, it's what we've had 3 runs in this inning?
4.
4 runs in this inning, and now all after 2 outs.
Yes, the first 2 got out quickly.
Yeah.
This is the 9th batter to bat in the inning for Seneca. So they throw back behind Wilson. So runners are at first and third, so he still could technically steal second base.
It probably won't be long till Jagger will be there, and there he goes.
And nobody was covering second, so the run will come in and score. It was a stolen base for Wilson. And then the E2 allows Owens to come in and score.
And Jagger Wilson steals second and third.
Somehow their communication was not right, because you got to have a play on first and third. That's just all there is to it. But second baseman and shortstop never moved.
So I believe that makes it. So that pitch is hit in the air to right center field and deep. That's going to bounce and go against the wall as Wilson come in and score. Sherwood will go all the way to third base. And Daryl,
he might go home.
Hey, we'll leave him at third base. But 6 runs in the inning for Seneca. Makes it 9-1 as they bat it around as Silas Ball comes back to the plate. All of this with 2 outs. He started the inning with a ground out. So here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed, and the count's 0-1. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, Toner Connection. That ball hit on the ground to shortstop. Throws to first in time. And that will end the inning. 6 runs in the inning for Seneca on 3 base hits. There was also 2 errors in the inning, and Seneca strands 1. 3 in the books. Seneca up 9-1.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
And we welcome you back. And that first pitch to Crawford is hit right to Yoakum. And, I apologize, but come back right away and you get 2 quick outs as Heffron hasn't even thrown 10 pitches yet.
What's he got? This is a 4th out on 10 pitches?
Not even 7 pitches. And he's gotten 3 outs. 2 flyouts and a ground out. So that first pitch, I was not paying attention.
It's low.
It was a ball
on the outside.
Okay, to Marcus Mossman, and the count's 1-0.
A little breaking ball that dove outside.
Here comes the 1-0. Misses the outside corner, and the count's 2-0.
That's a pitch you got to hit.
Everett at the Neosho Daily News versus Seneca Indians. Good luck. Let's go get that win. 2-0 the count here on Mossman. Here comes the 2-0. That ball is hit on a hop past Wilson, and it gets through Yoakum's legs, so it'll be a single and then probably two bases as they're going to try and send him to third base. So it's a single and then a two-base error allows the runner to get to third. You know, we were just singing Yoakum's praises, and then it goes right through his wickets.
Yeah, Jackson, you just got to get the glove down there on it and stop it no matter what. He's been doing a good job out in left field this year.
Taylor Robinson will come to the plate. He fouled out to Crow his last time up. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. Visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians, as it was a wild pitch, and they're going to call him out. It was a 2-1 put out. It bounced back there on ball, Daryl, and he almost could have tagged him himself.
That ball could have tagged it himself, but he flipped it to Ian, and the umpire says, no, he tagged him up the line.
As there's 1 out, 1-0 count here on Robinson, so they're able to eliminate the error.
Well, I think the slider in there did the swim move, but Ian tagged him up the line in the chest.
So 1-0 is swung on and missed, and the count's 1-1. One out here, top four. Comes the 1-1. That's outside, and the count's 2-1. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvis Ballpark as they face the Arkansas Travelers. 6-game series that goes through Sunday, May 17th. Ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com. Support our high school baseball on KNEO. 3-1 the count here on Robinson. And, Daryl, that's that padding back there. You know, if it doesn't hit anything, 3-1 is in there for a strike. It counts 3-2. It will bounce right back to you, and that's exactly what happened. Bounced right back to ball, and the runner is caught in no man's land.
Yeah, ball didn't even have to. He really didn't have to flip it.
So that pitch is in the dirt for ball four. 2 out base runner here as Carson Burley will come to the plate. He struck out his first time up. But Heffron being efficient here, he had 6 pitches into the third inning because he came in with 1 out. Able to get out of that inning. That ball hit in the air to center field. Sherwood going to snag it for the final out of the inning. 4 Eldo in the inning. No runs, 1 hit. There was an error, and they strand 1. 3.5 in the books. 10-1 Seneca.
Helping your teen learn smart money habits doesn't have to be complicated. First Community Bank's teen checking account is built for tweens and teens 11 and up with parents in mind. Teens get their own debit card, ATM access, and mobile check deposit, plus a bundle savings account to help them plan ahead. Parents get peace of mind with no monthly fees, parental debit card controls, alerts and notifications, joint ownership, and full account access. Stop by any First Community Bank location to open a teen checking account today. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for details.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians! Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchOfChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back. Springfield Cardinals return home to Route 66 Stadium on Monday, May 25th. As they face the Wichita Wind Surge in a 6-game series that goes through Sunday, May 31st. Ticket information, visit SpringfieldCardinals.com. Support our high school baseball, KNEO, and keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. Asher Prater facing a new pitcher. Takes a ball, and the count's 1-0. As Kason Stevens comes in to pitch here for El Dorado. That pitch is outside, and the count is 2-0. Ryland Mays went 3 innings, 9 hits, 10 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He is in line for the loss. That pitch is outside, and none of them have been close. This counts 3-0. 4, 5, 6 here for Seneca, Prater, Heffron, and Albrecht, unless you see some pinch hitters as that pitch is in there for a strike. And the count's 3-1. Seneca sent 10 batters to the plate there in the third. Scored 6 runs, all with 2 outs in the inning.
If Asher gets on, who they pinch running for?
That 3-1 is hit on the ground to the shortstop. Shortstop throws to first base, and there's 1 down. It's Ian Heffron will come to the plate. Pneumatic Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Zach's Car Wash, all sponsoring the broadcast. As Ian Heffron comes to the plate, he tripled in his last plate appearance. He's hit the ball hard twice, Darryl. He has lined out and hit the triple.
Yep.
So that first pitch is high and outside, and the count's 1-0. It's be interesting to see here if Jagger comes in the 5th inning, or if you just as that pitch is outside and the count's 2-0, or if you just let Heffron try and finish this one out.
Well, he hasn't thrown a whole lot of pitches. So.
Yeah, it's 6 pitches there in the third. As here comes the 2-0. And that's outside, and the count's 3-0. He had a 3-0 pitches last time. 11 more pitches. He has 17 pitches in his inning and 2/3 of work. Comes the 3-0, and that is in the dirt for ball 4. So a walk here for Heffron as Remington Albrecht will come to the plate. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Springfield Cardinals, Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, CareNet Pregnancy Center, and Watered Gardens, all sponsoring the broadcast. Albrecht walked and scored in the last inning, not half inning. This counts 0-1.
Watching out there to see if Ian wants to get to.
And they're going to throw back behind him. Count stays 0-1. Bottom 4 here in Seneca. Seneca, if they want to finish this game in 5 innings, needs Heffron to come in and score. And so that pitch is just inside, and the count's 1-1. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Northwest Arkansas Naturals, sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count. Comes the 1-1. That pitch is hit to the second baseman, flipped to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. It's a 4-6 put out. Fielder's choice does allow Albrecht to reach. It's kind of interesting there, Darryl, as Brenton Crow comes to the plate. He has singled and reached on an error. But there, the second baseman, after he flipped, he was almost in the lane, the runner's lane. But at that point, I guess it truly doesn't matter.
Uh-oh.
So they try and pick Crow off, and they don't get him. Stays back. Catcher thought he had him. Second baseman thought he had him because they were headed back towards the dugout.
Is Albrecht.
Albrecht's at first. Yeah, Crow's on base.
Yeah, Crow's at
He's got a healthy lead over at
He's got a big lead.
That first pitch in the dirt counts 1-0. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust Safe First Storm Shelters, sponsoring the broadcast. As 1-0 the count. Runner off on the play, pitch in the dirt. Nice throw there by the catcher, Daryl. Second baseman wasn't able to snag it. Stolen base, and Crow did the smart thing there, Daryl. Ball was in the dirt, but you are allowed to be in the batter's box, and he did not move.
Yeah.
As long as you don't move, you're allowed to be where you are.
Yeah, that was a good throw by the catcher. I can't remember his name right now, Ben, but for Eldo, he did a good job. I mean, they're stealing off the pitcher. The throw was in the dirt. Catcher didn't have to come up with. That was a little high and outside shot for a, 1-0 count? 3-0.
Crow probably taking the entire way here, is he?
I would think.
It's the 3-0. It's high and outside for ball 4.
It's amazing when he gets a right-handed batter, he's missing it out, always outside in the left-handed batter's box. But when the left-hander's in there, he's throwing strikes.
Jackson Yoakum will come to the plate here for Seneca. Four-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Auto Springs Church of Christ, and Toner Connections, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Jackson be a hero right here, get a base hit.
So here comes the first pitch to him. That ball is hit on the ground. And do you call interference there?
It didn't touch him.
Well, as the shortstop can't snag it, so Ryder Owens will come to the plate.
Yeah, the runner didn't touch him. Now, you're allowed to go right in front of it as long as you don't touch the ball.
As that's an E6 on the play. Owens comes to the plate, 1 for 1. He's got a triple. He also has been hit by a pitch. And I think that's the Eldo coach wants to talk to the field umpire about.
I think that's what he wanted. Was it interference? I don't think he hit the shortstop. I don't think he hit the ball.
Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvis Ballpark as they face the Arkansas Travelers in the 6-game series. Goes through Sunday, May 17th. Ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com. Support our high school baseball on KNEO. It's kind of interesting, Daryl. Minor leagues about a month and a half into the season, and getting towards the end of the school year. No, I never got this opportunity, but they have these education games where you get to go on field trips and go to watch a ball game, because that's what happened today. They had an 11:05 a.m. first pitch. You're seeing this more and more. You're going to field trips to college basketball games, minor league baseball games. Where was this when I was in school?
Yeah.
That first pitch by Owens is hit too short. Bobbles it, throws to second in time, though. And that will end the inning. For Seneca, they do not get any runs in the inning. There were no base hits. There was an error, and they strand 3. 4.5, 4 innings in the books. Seneca up 10-1.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
Like it there.
Cooper Brown leads things off here in the fifth. Is 1-1 count here. 9-1-2 for Eldo here in the fifth. 1-1 the count on Brown. Here comes the 1-1. That's outside, and the count is 2-1. Springfield Cardinals return home to Route 66 Stadium on Monday, May 25th, as they face the Wichita Wind Surge in a 6-game series that goes through Sunday, May 31st. For ticket information, visit SpringfieldCardinals.com. Support our high school baseball on KNEO. Swung on and missed, and the count's 2-2.
There's a good pitch right there. That's where you need to live.
As here comes the 2-2, and that's just outside, and the count's 3-2. I think everybody thought that was strike three, including the batter.
Well,
the one man that matters, though, thought it was outside.
He threw a little curve outside, slid it outside.
And the full count pitch is outside for ball 4. Second walk of the game by Heffred. The leadoff runner is on for the top of the order, and Rylan Mays. That new pitcher coming in, Darryl, I'm not sure where Mays went to, but he's still in the batting order. Nobody out, runner on.
Yeah, I don't know whose place he took.
That hits the top of the zone, and the count's 0-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com, KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO 917 Sports. And that is a balk, and so the runner will get second. And that's the second time we've seen that, Darryl.
I've seen him do that in practice too. When he was warming up, he stumbled off there. Something's going on with that mound or something.
Because he's done it once and Eldo's done it once. So here comes the 0-1. That breaking ball's in there for a strike, and the count's 0-2. Eldo caught a break because there was nobody on when they had their guy do that. But Seneca's, there's a runner on first. It's about the easiest way to get 90 feet. That pitch is hit through the 3-4 hole for a single. They're going to hold the runner at third base as that ball was not hit very deep. And the runners are at first and third for Connor Bradley, who's 1 for 2.
Next batter up for Elder on the strings. Number 2. Connor
As Bradley will come to the plate. Still nobody out here as they try and trim into this deficit. See if Mays tries to take second.
A little lead out there.
And they fake the throw back, and Mays dives back safely. So here comes the first pitch from Heffron. Runner's going in there, or it was a ball thrown through. Once again, Darryl, nobody knows who was supposed to grab it. It's a stolen base, and then the error allows the runner to come in and score. Because the runner was not going, but Wilson and Owens weren't on the same page on who was supposed to grab it.
That time, Owens let it go because the third didn't leave. So he let it pass, and then Jagger wasn't ready to pick it up.
That's 1-0 count on Bradley. Pitch is outside, and the count's 2-0.
That's something they're going to have to work on a little bit. Maybe need a little bit more practice. And that may be a deal with Ryder being gone, for that time period. But they'll get it back.
The 2-0 is nubbed foul, and the count is 2-1. Sherwood gave up a run in his 2 1/3, and so far Heffron has given up 1, but that run is unearned thanks to the error out there. As here comes the 2-1. Breaking ball, able to break back over the plate, and the count's 2-2. Love a strikeout here if you're Heffron. 2-2 the count. Comes the 2-2. Breaking ball, he's able to hit that to third. throws to first in time. 5-3 put out. Mays does a good job of
Kenny.
letting him throw to first before going to third. So a runner at third for Caden Ewert.
That's a good decision. Get the out. Outs are your friends right now.
As Ewert is 0 for 1, flew out to left field against Heffron on the very first pitch that he saw. He also walked against Sherwood as that pitch hits the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. Seneca willing to give up a run for an out. That ball in the dirt, good block by Ball as the count's 1-1. 1-1 the count here. Seneca 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 6 in the third. So far for Eldo, 1 in the first and 1 here in the fifth. So that 1-1 is in there for a strike, and the count's 1-2. Seneca had opportunity there in the fourth. They were loaded the bases but couldn't score. 1-2 the count. Breaking ball popped in the air. Tough play for Owens. He's able to snag it, and he does a good job of getting it into Ball and keeping that runner at third base, as there's now 2 down for Kane Caldwell, who's 0 for 2.
Great play by Ryder Owens out there, having to run backwards out in right field to get the play. Looking over his shoulder, looking into the sun, picks it up, able to throw it back in to keep the runner at third.
So 2 outs now, runner at third for Kane Caldwell, the cleanup hitter. As here comes the first pitch, and that hits the outside corner. Counts 0-1. Darryl, it seems like, at least, Heffron has been able to hit that outside corner more consistently than Sherwood was, as that pitch is in the dirt.
Yeah, but his when he throws it, what I'm seeing is when he's trying to throw it off, maybe just off the plate a little bit, he's a little bit too far. He's just a little bit off. He's got to get back in order, back in rhythm.
So 1-1 pitch gets away from Ball a little bit. Heffron is going to tag him out at the plate. Did not get away from him very far. It's another 2-1 put out, and that will end the inning. 4 Eldo in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error, and they don't strand anybody. 4.5 in the books. It is 10-2 Seneca.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. More information 417-526-4984 or online at proluberepair.com.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Mid-America Specialty Markets of Seneca is a supporter of the Seneca Indians, and they're proud to bring you today's game. They provide insurance services for the 4-state area, including home, auto, life, and agribusiness. Located at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, they are licensed in Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. Learn more today at midminsurance.com or call 417-451-9177. Mid-America Specialty Markets. Protecting your business and family is our specialty.
And we welcome you back as Seneca will get the top of the order here in the fifth. Wilson, Sherwood, and Ball. And Darryl, the only person that hasn't reached for Seneca is Silas Ball, so hopefully he can reach here in the fifth inning. But Wilson, 3 for 3 on the day, 2 doubles and a single, 3 RBI. That pitch just inside, and the count's 1-0. Sherwood 2 for 3, 2 triples and a ground out. Ball 0 for 2. He does have a sac fly. So here comes the 1-0. That ball is lifted in there to right center field. It's over the center fielder's head, and it's going to bounce up against the wall and be another double.
What a great hit for the double.
And the leadoff runner is on for Seneca as Drew Sherwood will come to the plate. And with a 10-2 lead, Daryl, I don't know that you send Wilson to third.
Well, I think that's what Coach may be wanting to talk to him about. It's like, don't you dare get put out. We need your run. Let's end this in 5. If we can get 2 runs here, let's get it done. Don't do anything stupid.
So leadoff runner is on as Sherwood comes to the plate. He's got 2 triples on his day. He's 2 for 3. 2-run home run would end it as well. Comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
Yeah, Jagger's not doing any bouncing around out there at second base. He knows he's just going to be – he's going to hang right there.
Talking to the shortstop a little bit.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That ball is
right off
hit
the handle
to the second baseman, throws to first. Man, he made that a lot closer than it could have been. It's a 4-3 put out. Fielder's choice does have runners at third. As Silas Ball will come to the plate. He is the only man that hasn't reached here for Seneca. He has a sac fly and 2 ground outs.
I think he's due, Ben.
As here comes the first pitch to him. Outside for a ball, and the count's 1-0.
A lot of room out there in left center. Left fielder's moved over there toward the line, so a lot of room out there in left center.
1-0 is outside, and the count's 2-0. 2-0 count. It's got to be pretty much middle for him probably to swing.
Yeah.
So here comes the 2-0, just outside, and the count's 3-0. See if he has a green light. 3-0. Because it was Heffron that hit that triple his last time on a 3-0 pitch.
Playing room in right center.
3-0 is in the dirt for ball 4, and so now all 9 have reached for Seneca. As runners are at first and third for Asher Prater. Ball is fast enough, Daryl, to try and take second, so that way a base hit would end the game. Does Prater give him the time to do that?
Yeah, depending on if Coach was wanting him to try to steal. I mean, it's one thing stealing off a left-hander. It's a little bit more difficult. But he's a slow left-hander, so he just got.
They're trying to, and Wilson's back safely, and now the ball is thrown away. As one run will come in and score. They were trying to get him in a pickle.
Yeah.
And the error allows Wilson to come in and score. He was back, going to be safe anyways. And I think that was the first baseman with a throwing error. That allows Ball to get all the way to third, and now a base hit, wild pitch, anything would end the game.
Got 1 out. Let's see if we can't get this runner in, Ben, to end this game.
And there has not been a pitch to Prater. That ball is fouled out of play, and the count is 0-1.
All the infielders are up on the edge of the grass.
Yeah, they want to see a 6th inning. You drive an hour and a half. You want to try and play the whole game.
Yep. They're up. They know they got to have this out at the plate.
0-1 the count here. Pitch is outside, and the count's 1-1. If you walk Prater, makes me wonder, which if you're a long ways from that, counts 1-1, do you walk Heffron so that way the bases are loaded? So 1-1 is outside, and the count's 2-1. It'll be interesting to see
who comes in to pinch run for Asher.
Well, his run doesn't matter.
I know, but you get into a pickle.
So that 2-1 hits the outside corner, and the count's 2-2.
Whew. All right, Asher. If it's close, put the bat on the ball.
Here comes the 2-2, and that's outside. And the count's 3-2. Seneca has had a lot of base runners here. Just haven't been able to get a run in. They got one on the error, but 3-2 up the middle, and that will end the ball game. Asher Prater ends the ball game with an RBI single. As coming in and score will be Silas Ball. And Seneca wins this one by a final score of 12-2. Seneca improves to 18-7-1 on the year. El Dorado falls to 12-10. Post-game show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. After this break, KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Missourians know we've got their back. For 75 years, they've turned to Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance for dependable, personalized life insurance coverage. That's 75 years protecting families and the lives they've built. For small-town values and big-time protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. In recent years, some NFL quarterbacks have begun incorporating brain training into their weekly routines to help them make better decisions and recover from past mistakes. There are benefits of brain training for an NFL quarterback, but there are also similar strategies we can use as followers of Jesus who desire to love God with all of our mind. How we think and what we think about tremendously impacts our view of life. We need to ask ourselves how often we meditate on Scripture, and if we're careful about the thoughts dominating our minds. The Bible says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Today, let's not allow our minds to race toward negativity or focus on the wrong things. Instead, let's train our brain to be a valuable asset. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
And we welcome you back for the final time as Seneca improves to 18-7-1 on the season with a 12-2 win, and Daryl 11 hits on the afternoon.
Well, that's a recipe for a win. You get 11 hits, and everybody contributed. This is the recipe that they got to have getting in the district.
Seneca 12 runs, 11 hits. Drew Sherwood. We don't know who to give the win to, so we'll give it to Sherwood. 2 1/3 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Good to see Ian Heffron back out there. He went 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks. So Seneca 5 walks in the game. That's not winning recipe, but that's something that the pitchers can control.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure the coach is just trying to get everybody their, get everybody some pitching this week, get everybody ready to go. And like I said, when it comes to district time, I guarantee their focus will be just a little bit better, especially on the walks.
Rylan Mays takes the loss, 3 innings, 9 hits, 10 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Kason Stevens comes in, inning and a third, 2 hits, 2 runs, no earned, 3 walks. This is the last game here at home, Daryl, for Seneca, unless they can find a way to win the districts. Host a sectional game. Obviously, you want to end the home note with a win, but that probably ratchets up the intensity for Heffron and Sherwood and even Logan Pennington, who doesn't see a whole lot of playing time. Those 3 seniors know that this may be our last time here. We got to find a way to come back here at least one more time.
Well, you got the 2 senior pitchers. Why don't you let them have their last home game? Why don't you have them share time out on the mound? And that's what Coach did tonight.
We'll do it for us here this evening. Seneca 12-2 winners. Our next Seneca broadcast will be in that district tournament next Monday afternoon, as they will play the winner of Cassville and East Newton. For Coach Darrell Harbaugh and Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you for watching high school baseball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.